Beautiful friend, if there's one type of man you need to avoid in your life, it's the man who's got one foot here and one foot there. He's extremely exhausting for you to have a relationship with. Do you know what a man with one foot here and one foot there is like?
He's a failure.
He's a guy who's never truly focused on a relationship. He's the kind of guy who always needs to have the next woman or women lined up. Beautiful. A guy like this does it because of something called insecurity, because of something called a scarcity mindset, and obviously because of the mediocrity of his mentality. Deep down, he's so scared, so afraid of being without a woman that he's always got the next one in the firing line. It's like he leaves one relationship already hooked up with the next, leaves one, hooked up with the next, leaves one, hooked up with the next. The thing is, a guy like that is never going to be able to make you, a woman, happy. Do you know why? Because he doesn't have the mental space, the energy, the time, or even enough feelings for you, for your relationship to grow. It's as if he takes all his time, all his feelings, all his energy, and spreads them out among more than one woman. You need to notice if he is the kind of guy who is with you but texting other women, is with you but liking other women's photos, is with you but keeps bringing up his ex, hooks up with his ex, calls his ex before her, is already flirting with a coworker just in case something happens in the future, or is already planning how he's going to get with that woman he saw at the supermarket. Understand one thing, you will always catch a trace of this, okay? Because a guy who has one foot here and one foot there, obviously he's not a genius who can keep all these women completely hidden. Obviously he's not the kind of guy who can do it so perfectly that not even Sherlock Holmes would catch him. And let me tell you, as a woman, you're better than the FBI girl. So obviously you'll start noticing the signs. When you realize that a guy has one foot here and one foot there, don't waste your time on him. Don't waste your time. Because let me tell you something, you'll just be throwing away your time. You need to emotionally disconnect from a guy like that. Are you suffering because of a guy like that? Understand that my students don't suffer over men. They watch my video lessons and they start to detach themselves from guys like that. Understand, gorgeous, that your mind needs to be filled with thoughts that go against giving these men superpowers, and you need to break those limiting beliefs where you think you have to be in a relationship at all costs with the great love of your life. And more than that, I even help you break the initial image you have of him. Look at what happens when you're with a man who's got one foot in and one foot out. You even realize that he's not worth it. You realize that he's not enough for you, but you just can't let go of him. Do you know why? Because you formed a first impression of him. And that first impression of him wasn't of a man with one foot in and one foot out. Obviously, that first impression you had of him was probably of a guy way above average who would do things differently.
Oh, really? Is that so?
You probably gave him emotional superpowers, like maybe honesty, a genuine guy, someone who stands by his word, someone more reserved, more laid back, less of a player, a deeper guy with a cooler way of thinking, only to find out later, right, my dear friend, that it was the opposite. After all, a man with one foot here and one foot there is a shallow guy, okay, my friend? So your first impression of him is that he's an amazing, awesome guy, and it's hard to break that first impression. But when you're one of my students, my dear friend, let me tell you what happens very often. They start watching the video lessons and begin to get disgusted by the guy. They stop putting this guy on a pedestal. They stop chasing after him. They find someone much better and rub this new relationship in his face. And then it's time for that guy with one foot here and one foot there to start chasing after you. Beautiful for you to become my student, to be filled with all my knowledge, my way of thinking, my techniques that make you get disgusted by him, stop suffering over him, and start having him wrapped around your finger. Click the link or the button near my video, okay? Because you will be invited to join my wonderful course, Magnetic Woman, 30 Days to Transform Your Life. With techniques for female empowerment, self-esteem, the power of attraction, and even my beautiful friend, it teaches you how to spice things up in the heat of the moment. Not for that guy who's half in, half out, but for the next one with whom you'll have a truly valuable relationship. Beautiful, a powerful relationship. And you still get 30 days free to talk directly with me because I want you to tell me your story. I want you to show me who this guy is. I want you to tell me what he did to you so I can give you my most sincere thoughts about what I think of him. And you know what? I'm a woman with a lot of experience when it comes to men. Now, beautiful friend, do your part. What do you need to do? Click the link or the button, become my student, and start right now your process of breaking free from this man who's got one foot here and one foot there.